Many of you that are watching this are probably struggling with your business and you're trying to figure out how to turn it around and make more money with your business. And if you want that, I encourage you not to watch this video. It's not going to be the video for you. However, I'm going to get you to think about something that is completely different that I think is going to help you out. I get this question a lot in terms of the Reciprocity Project. It's not profitable at all. But I've been in many different dark situations in my life. And I think the key thing with dark situations, it's not the trick. It's not that there is some sort of formula that you take this one particular thing and all of a sudden that because you took this pill or you tried this formula, all of a sudden everything changed in my life. It's honestly is just a very methodical process of doing one little step at a time. And so if you are in a dark situation where you feel like nothing is working for you, it's honestly just taking one little step every single day towards doing something that's a little better. And every time that I sort of see these moments where people are sort of judging themselves at this particular moment of time and not looking at the long term, it's because they're feeling bad about themselves. And there's this sort of panicky moment that's going on where they're looking at it and they're saying, this is not going to survive. I'm not actually doing well in this particular moment. And then they get quiet and they move on to something else. Instead, I would have you think about how you can get quiet confidence where you can be open and honest and think about things that are challenging in your life and figure out what is actually driving this particular feeling that you're getting where it's not working out for you. For me, with the Reciprocity Project, yes, it is not profitable, but I could see in many years from now that it will become a thing. And in fact, it is becoming a thing by me dreaming up this belief in the future. And I encourage you to do the same. What is something that is happening in your life that you're losing that dream? What is driving that? Have that deep conversation on how you can change that particular dream. And I'd encourage you to think about what is the key thing that got you to start this thing in the first place. And go and do that and not be afraid of what other people are saying and thinking of you. For me, I often have this feeling that I worry about other people thinking of me. And that's often the moment where things just don't work out as planned. And I start getting panicky because things, speaking of that, look at this. My dogs, I'm walking my dogs and they're fighting me. I worry about things, how other people think of me. And when I think about that and I stop having that dream of the future is when I start having that feeling in the pit of my stomach and I think things are not working out. But for me, I know that this is something that's going to matter. And the fact that I'm getting other people to think about the future is a good thing. And I encourage you to do the same thing with yourself. What is it that allows you to dream for the future and think about that? As long as you have that dream, in many cases, you can often get around very hard situations, no matter what is going on. And you're thinking about being in a corner, and I'm encouraging you just to get away from that feeling of being in a corner and just stop, admit that it's not as good as one would think, and just be open and honest with it and come back to that dream. So I'm going to tell you this. The Reciprocity platform itself, it's not where I would love it to be. In fact, there's a lot of clunkiness to it, and it doesn't work the way that I would like it to work. The blog has crashed several times in the last little bit because of the traffic that it gets. There's all these kind of things that happened. And I'm going to be honest, it's hard and it stresses me out, but I have a dream. And this dream is that there is this platform which will make my life and many other people's life a lot more interesting, exciting, and easier than anybody else has done before. Make researching and writing papers a lot more easier than it has been. And it's a silly dream where I dream of somebody that's in 7th grade goes onto the platform and they can write a research paper that is like a scientific, real legit research paper. And I know that that is a crazy dream. And I know that that is an impossible thing. And it's just me versus the world. But that's going to keep me going. And I encourage you to think about that. What is it where you're feeling like you're lost, or there's feelings of it's just not working out for you? Turn it around. Figure out how you could just be open and honest, and all of those tingly feelings that you have in the pit of your stomach, just be present with them and admit it and come out and say this is not working out, and figure out a way to turn these things around. The more that you're open and honest and you just speak, like think about yourself in a situation where frankly you're at your therapist's office, and I know maybe you have a team of 100 people. Think of being in this team as like basically you're in a therapist's office and you're being open and honest and you're talking about things. I think that there's somebody in there that is smart enough to think about things. When we turn ourselves and we get that panicky feeling that things are just not working out, all of a sudden you don't believe in it. And it doesn't work out the way that you would like it to work out. So if you turn it around, you can come back to this dream that you're planning about and thinking of and why you actually started. And you turn it around and you think about, how am I actually going to do this? Good morning. Where it is this very simple dream and you're open and honest about actually getting there. Things are not working out as planned. That's okay. I want you to think about that. At the end of the day, it's okay. And just keep going at it every single day. Stop worrying about what other people are saying and thinking about, and go to that dream. And being open and honest and trying to problem solve, and eventually it gets there. That's all of the things that have happened in my life where things just are not working out as planned. Come at it with an open heart. Come at it very honestly. And just start thinking about this dream all over again. And you'll get there. One little day at a time. It's never easy. But man, it certainly works when you start doing it. And none of this is going to be an easy process, right? Like it's not going to be something that's going to happen overnight. But it's a step-by-step, slow step, one little thing, day after day, and you'll get there. Once you get inspired, once you dream about the future, you somehow make it happen.